Hello class, my name is Steven, and today I'm going to tell you all you need to know about the Kun Gek Do style of martial arts. Let's get started with my uniform and my second degree black belt. So I guess we'll start with my black belt. So you can see if you zoom in, it has my name on it, and it has these two stripes over here. That's for being a second degree, or in Korean, second dan black belt. You earn the second dan black belt after getting your first degree black belt, and then once you earn your second dan, they sew the second stripe on. The uniform shows that I am an instructor. I have two patches here and another one here that both show that I'm a certified instructor. I have many other patches on the uniform as well, like here and back here and all these over here. And they signify other awards such as like achievement and perfect attendance and stuff like that. Here we have the color belts. So you start at white belt when you first start your training, and you work up the ranks. Each time you earn a new belt, it gets a little bit harder and it takes even longer to earn the next one. So like to get from white belt to orange, it's only a few months, and each one gets even longer until you get all the way up the ranks to high brown belt, and it takes at least 6 months to get to black belt. Most people it takes more like a year, including myself. It took me about a year to get my black belt after getting my high brown belt. So overall, the journey is like 7 years for most. It was like 8-ish for me. So as you graduate from a lower belt to a higher belt, you have to pass a belt test. In this belt test, we do a lot of things to prove that we're ready. One of them includes breaking boards. And here's a pile of boards that I've broken over the course of being in karate. And as you go higher, you also break bricks. This is a pile of bricks from when I was a first degree and second degree black belt. So as I said before, the martial arts style that I practice is called Kun Gek Do. It's a South Korean form that's a combination of Taekwondo and kickboxing, and it means way of the attacking fist. So since it's from South Korea, a lot of the terminology that we use is South Korean. So I'm going to start with my black belt. As I referred to it before as the second dan. Dan translates to black belt. So you're actually saying it's second degree black belt. And so we can keep going higher and higher up to 9th degree, which is 9th dan. So the colored belts have their own name, which is gup. So you have white gup, orange gup, yellow gup, so on and so forth, all the way up to brown gup. The uniform is called a dobok. And as I said before, I am an instructor. So instructor is kyosunim, and as you go up higher and higher in the ranks, you can become the Grand Master, which is chungkwajunim, and my Grand Master is a chungkwajunim. And so now I'll show you some of the most basic moves and techniques that you would need to know if you started as a white belt in Kun Gek Do. So first, we're going to start with strikes. So for every move you do, including strikes, you need to have a chamber. So just as an example, for a punch, if you were just to do this, it wouldn't be very powerful. It wouldn't really hurt anyone. So you have to do a chamber. What is a chamber? So the punch ends up with your palm facing downwards. Chambers is when you take your hand and you start it usually on the side of your body, upside down based on where it was going to be. So this would be palm up. So first I'll show you a punch. So palm up, and it snaps. And the snap is where all the power comes from. And then I'm going to show you hook. So same idea, palm up, and it hooks around like that. And then there's uppercut, and same idea. This is going to end up here, so we're going to have the hand actually palm down, because then it snaps up like that. Okay, those were some basic strikes. Now I'll do some basic kicks. So just like with strikes, there's a chamber. If you just do this with your front kick, it's not really going to do much. It's not going to be that powerful. The chamber for this one is bending your knee. So this is a front kick, like that. And then I'm going to show you side kick, and it's called side kick because your chamber is to the side like this. So, like that. And then there's hooking kick. Again, this time your chamber is to the side, and then it hooks around like that. And that was me doing it slowly. When you do it, like, it'd be more like that, but you just got to make sure that your knee gets bent when you do it. And now I'm going to show you your blocks. Now some people would say that your blocks are even more important than your strikes and kicks, because if you can't block well, you'll never be able to get your strikes and kicks landed because you'll be hurt. So now we're going to start with high block. So high block, again, has a chamber. It's palm up. You come like this, and a lot of students mess this up. They usually, especially white belts, they do it out here in the front. You can't do that. You gotta make sure that it's above your head. If it's out in the front, someone's gonna still hit you on the head like that. It has to be above so that it blocks. Now we're gonna do inner forearm block. So again, this one comes from across the body and out like that. So if someone, that's when someone's trying to attack you from the front of your body. You come across your body like that. You gotta make sure they get all the way across. If you stop in the middle, someone can still hit you on the arm. And that's the last. We're gonna finish below your body. So that's called the low block. And this one, the chamber's all the way up here because it comes down like that. So if someone's gonna attack you on the low side, you do that. Make sure again that you come across your body, because if you stop in the middle, someone can still hit you on the leg. Thank you all for watching, and stay safe.